do you still take on jobs that is it more like if I like the content, I'll consider it and it's not about the money? Or do you have to be paid? There's something that, I want to be paid here.
I mean, obviously content is first.
Right.
I mean, not that I wouldn't do lousy shows.
We all
God
have.
knows I have.
We all have.
Yeah.
My career.
I mean, I've made some of the worst movies of all time.
What movie is the worst of all time?
Well, I mean, they're almost classics. I did a movie that is a classic, I think, and it's called Master of Disguise. Do you know that movie?
Yeah,
Dana Carvey.
Yeah, I do, but I haven't seen it. But yes,
Dana wrote it, and he wrote it for his 2 9-year-old boys at the time, and it truly is a film for 9-year-old boys. But
didn't do well.
It didn't do well. But it was so much fun to work on.
Isn't that funny how the worst movies, according to critics and whatever, and how well it does, are the ones that you had the most fun. I did a movie called Sorority Boys, and people love it. It's cult. And I had the most fun I've ever had on a movie, and I don't regret doing it for 1 minute.
No.
I think it's funny.
Oh.
My uncle thinks it's the funniest movie he's ever seen. He hates everything I've done.
I understand. I love Master of Disguise in its terribleness, but it was so much fun. You know what happened with that film? Dana wrote the film, and Adam Sandler produced it. And, Adam has this group of people who work with him all the time, and his crew. And he kind of looked around. He says, "Who wants to direct this movie?" And nobody raised their hand. And so he said to the DP, "You want to do this movie?" And he said, "No." And so finally, the art director said, "I'll direct the movie." And so he said, "Okay, you're the director." And he was. And
the art director directed the movie.
Yeah. The art director of all of Adam's films directed Master of Disguise. And I have to say, he directed very much like any wonderful director you've ever worked with. It was like, he had ideas and he would say, "Let's try it again." And, it was great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.